Will Carmelo Anthony and CP3 join forces in Houston? Hello and welcome to the Fumble here in Los Angeles. I'm Crystal Rich. Stay up to date on the latest sports news and join our notification squad by clicking the subscribe button below, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Crystal Rich. Mayday, Mayday, Houston, can you hear me? A bolt of thunder from Oklahoma City is rocketing over, but not to worry, it should be pretty mellow. That's right, Melo from the Oklahoma City Thunder to the Houston Rockets. Now, hold your horses, nothing is inked on paper yet, but apparently this is something that Chris Paul is pulling for. Do we like this move for Melo, leaving one big three where he had a mediocre year at best to another big three that at least made the Western Conference Finals this past season? Before we break it down, to refresh your memory, about a year ago, Melo said that a deal was done with the Rockets, and for some behind-the-scenes reason, it didn't go through. Then, of course, he was traded to OKC, where we had big hopes for Melo competing in the West with Russell Westbrook and Paul George, but you know how that went. Melo complained that Russell would steal his rebounds. He averaged 35.7 points behind the arc and hit 38.9% of his catch and shoot attempts, and overall averaged 40% on all his shots. He's definitely not Melo in his prime, and some, of course, blame Westbrook for his lackluster season, but could he do some good in Houston? After all, that is the team where he originally wanted to go. I can see it now. Chris Paul, James Harden, and Carmelo Anthony market it down your throat until you can't speak. We believe this rumor has some validity. Per an ESPN report, Dave McMenamin tweeted, Carmelo Anthony's business manager, Bay Frazier, spent much of the first half of the Rockets-Warriors Summer League game here in Vegas tonight, sitting with a Houston contingent of Mike D'Antoni, Chris Paul, Tillman Fertitta, and John Lucas II. Now, obviously, if the Rockets acquire Melo, it would be a replacement for Trevor Ariza, who inked a deal with the Phoenix Suns. Let's look at their numbers side by side. Trevor Ariza averaged 11.17 points per game last season. Melo had 16.2. Ariza's three-point shooting average was 36.8, while Melo's was 35.7. So honestly, if his role with the Rockets would be the same as Trevor Ariza's, then this is a good look. With CP3 and Harden, you don't have to expect Melo to be the star, just a third option to sink in the ball, unless he suffers from Westbrook syndrome and doesn't know how to not be the star. Is Russell the reason why OKC failed? Is Melo the reason? I think it's a combination of both, but we may never know. What we do know is that the West is about to be ballin'. Of course, I couldn't get through a video without mentioning my Sixers, but the West is about to make the East look like a bunch of college teams. LeBron to the Lakers, Paul George staying in OKC with Russ, and potentially Melo joining forces with CP3 and Harden in Houston. Sheesh. Let's not even talk about the Warriors getting a third splash brother with DeMarcus Cousins. Boogie! Would Melo to the Rockets help their case against Golden State? Before the LeBron trade, I would have said we'll have another Houston-Golden State Western Conference Finals, but with James in the West, who knows anymore? Will Melo play better without Westbrook? Can he take a backseat, act his age, and know he isn't the star? And will Houston be any competition at all to Steph Curry and the Warriors? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching The Fumble. I'm Crystal Rich.